We are going over homework 187, which were the inequalities you had to do last night for homework. Today we are going to have a practice day of all the problems that we didn't do on the homework. Hopefully you found these simple, right? Not difficult. George Donahoe. Well, we'll go over it. Okay, so let's start. We had the multiples of 3, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Yep.
So on
Actually, no.
Yes,
Yeah.
we did.
Sorry.
Yes, we did.
on number 3 through 48, right? That was that one.
Yes.
Should have greater than 42. Is that what we had?
I got 41.
Okay. Listen. It is an equivalent statement. Number 3. We should have J is greater than 42. 42 is less than J. Is that what you had? Yeah. Okay. This is an equivalent statement. It's the same as saying this. X equals 42 or 42 equals X. I prefer that because that tells me what X is equal to, not what 42 is equal to, because we read math from left to right. Will I ding you for it? Probably not if I'm in a generous mood. But I would prefer it. This is the only reason why. I know where you're going, okay? I know what you're going to get to. If we get in the habit of this right now, then we don't have to fix a habit later. Is this right? Yeah, technically it's an equivalent statement. This will help us out in the long run.
The phone turned off by itself.
Vacation cannot come soon enough. I love y'all, but I need
What
to
the frick?
Number 6. Number 6, greater than 5. Are we okay there? Number 9, less than negative 18. Number 12, greater than 6. Number 15, less than or equal to 12. Number 18, greater than or equal to 36. Number 21, less than or equal to 60. Number 24, less than 4. Number 27, greater than 21.3. 30, greater than negative 13 and 1/4. Did we do the math right there, or did you guys just being goofy?
We're just
24.
Like
doing the 7n minus 2
Alright, let's do number 24. Don't talk.
If you subtract 2 from 7 and you get 5, then you can divide by 0. So
Well, let's look. What?
It is really hard to see the equation on here, so if I just like do the
homework.
odds for the 372.
Listen, as soon as I get them going, because they're doing a practice day, I will come back and work with you. Can you try really hard, because this is the deal. I need to check your homework to make sure you went over it, and that's what I'm doing in that video. You can go ahead and start on that, and then I will start going over it with you. I just can't be in 6 places at one time. Sorry. Okay, number 24. We've got 16 over 4 is greater than 7n minus 2n over 5. Let's just start somewhere. If it was something super ugly, we could always cross multiply, but this isn't super ugly. It just looks like it could potentially be super ugly. Let's start with 16 over 4. 16 over 4 is what? 4. So now I have 4 is greater than 7n minus 2n over 5. Can I simplify this right side?
Yes.
Okay. What does it simplify to, Kara?
You would put 7n minus 2n, which would be 5n.
Yeah. So I have 4 is greater than 5n over 5. Can I simplify 5n over 5?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah? So I have 4 is greater than what? 10. Is this how I want it written?
No.
No? You reflect the whole thing. If you have n, the pointy side, back lack of a better term, is closest to the n, so the pointy side stays by the n, and then we end up with this. This looks rather daunting, but as soon as we take a deep breath, calm down, we see that it really reduces rather easily. Okay? You guys are super smart. So what did that, did we leave off on number 30? 33. Less than or equal to 47. Okay? 36. Greater than or equal to 2. 39. Greater than 21. 39.
Could we go over that one?
Yeah, of course. Let me find it.
Got -6.
Alright. 39. Is that, Kathleen, am I on the camera?
Yeah, I turned it on.
Thanks. So 39. -7 is greater than -1/3 d. Alright, let's think about how we would do this. -7 equals -1/3 d. How would I start this?
Divide -1/3 from -7.
Okay, I can do that. Divide both sides by -1/3. That gives me the same thing. -1/3, -1/3. So I have -7 divided by -1/3. Is my answer going to be positive or negative? Positive. So I'm going to forget about my negative signs. My answer is going to be positive. All right, so I have 7 divided by 1/3. How do I divide fractions?
Divide.
Keeps with
No,
what?
you're fine. Go, Mom.
Divide 0.33.
Huh?
Can you change it into decimal?
No.
Keeps with.
Fractions. Kara?
You do 7/1 multiplied by
Yeah.
3/1.
Keep switch flip. You alright with that? No, I don't want 0.33. That's non-terminating, non-repeating, or repeating decimal. 7/1 times 3/1. Okay, 7 times 3 is what?
21.
21. Let's go ahead. Since we did that, we can substitute that back in here. Does that make sense? So I divided both sides. This is 1. This is 21. So I have equals D. 21 equals D. So then I would have 21 is greater than D.
Wouldn't you switch it because you divided by a negative?
Let's think.
Wouldn't you switch
Yep, you sure would. So let's go ahead and do that same process over here. Long story short, I can divide by -1/3. Divide by -1/3. Okay? I'm going to switch my sign. I know I'm targeting 21 because I did that with an equal sign, and that's more familiar than this. Okay? I switched it because I divided by a negative. Now I have -7 divided by -1/3, which I know is going to be a positive, so I'm going to drop my negative sign. So I have 7 divided by 1/3. So I have 7/1 times 3/1, which equals 21/1, which equals 21. So this is actually not the answer that I prefer, but an equivalent statement. So D is greater than 21. Was that the answer that I told you?
Yeah.
Yeah, greater than 21. 42, greater than -8.5. 45, greater than 22, 13, 15.
Could you do that?
Yep. 45. You may do 42. 42. 42.5. I beat you guys to death with fractions earlier. Alright, so let's go ahead and solve this like we would. I'm going to divide by -5 by -5. What's the big deal? My sign changes. Good job, Sophie. I'm left with B over here. I don't know. 42.5
-8.5.
divided by -5 is going to be a -8.5.
Yeah.
Alright, so how would I do this? Let me think how would I do this. I would probably make it into a fraction, or I guess do it on my calculator. 8.5. -8.5. So I have b is greater than negative 8 and 1 half.
Okay.
Okay?
Yeah.
Yes, ma'am.
What did you say would be clarified without changing?
Absolutely. Same thing, equivalent statement. Alright, that was 42, I guess. Okay, 45 is what we needed?
Could we do number 18?
Yeah. 18, 45. Do we need to see 48 also?
Yeah.
Anybody?
Wait, what is it? Can you?
48 is greater than or equal to 8.
If
Alright,
we
so,
know the answers, can we just go ahead on?
yes, if you know the answers, you can just go ahead and start. I'll go over 45 and then we're going to go over 18. You can start. You're doing everything that you didn't do through 4 homework up through 47. Okay?
How much was it?
You're just practicing. You have the rest of the class to do it. 296. 295, 296.
Sorry.
Alright,
Do you want me to show it on that?
in a minute, I will. Number 45. Okay, don't talk. Number 45. H minus 10 and 2/3 is greater than 12 and 1/5. Okay, I'm going to add 10 and 2/3 to both sides. Who wants this one? Okay, so I've got H is greater than 12 and 1/5 plus 10 and 2/3. Alright, I need to make a common denominator. So I'm going to multiply by 5, multiply by 5, multiply by 3, multiply by 3. So I have 12 and 3/15 plus 10 and 10/15. Make sense? So I'm going to add my 10 and my 12 and get 22. I have my denominator is 15 and my numerator is 13. So H is greater than. That's the arithmetic you have to do there. And then we need to do number 18. Number 18. Alright. W over 4 is greater than or equal to 9. I'm going to multiply both sides by 4 over 1, or just 4. Okay? Multiply by 4, and that makes 1 on this side. Do you remember that? Alright, let me show you. So I have W over 4 is greater than or equal to 9. I'm going to multiply this side by 4 over 1. Because I'm going to multiply it to get my denominator to be 1. I'm not canceling it out, it just becomes 1. And anything divided by 1 is itself. But in order to do that, I have to multiply this side by 4 over 1. Okay? So I have 4W over 4 over here. 4 over 4 equals what? 1. So I have 1W. Okay? This is multiplication, I just multiply right across. So 9 times 4 is what? Over 1. I don't need to write the 1. So this is your answer. Sorry, it's greater than.
So wouldn't it just be W? No.
Okay there? Alright. I'm going to bring around cups.
Should I do the homework or the CW?
You can do whatever you want. No one wants to do it lunch today. Alrighty. I really shouldn't hear much more than a whisper. Shouldn't hear much more than a whisper. Alright, Isidore.
Isidore!
Your turn.
Alright, Isidore. Here's your homework. You had a homework quiz. Hi, Joe. On the multiples of 3 on page 295 and 296 up to 48. And then today we're doing a practice day. 295, 296, all of them. So if you didn't do the homework, you could just do up to 48 and then practice day. Hopefully the examples helped you. Your mom is super well versed in this, so she could help you too. Let me know if you have any questions, buddy.